If you're looking to install a floating environment, the first thing that you're going to need to do is download the installation files. Here is just an ISO file, and I will right click on this. I'm going to say show more options. I'm going to go to a 7-zip here, and I'm going to extract those here. You can extract this file, or you can right click on it and say mount and get that file that way. But you want to make sure this is directly on the server when you do this, because most likely you're going to be working off of a server. So I'm going to run the Tebis installer. Okay, so once I have the Tebis installer open, you do want to make sure that you run this as an administrator. That way you have all the rights and you can edit things as needed. Down here on the bottom left is going to be your express installation for installing the software. We don't need to do that. We actually want to go over here to the custom installation and click continue. Now when I open this up, there's going to be a lot of different items that are here. So we do want to download the HASP driver. So when we plug in the dongle into the computer, everything works. And we will implement the C++ libraries as well. So you're going to want to install the Tebis FLD. I would also install the Tebis FLU, the Tebis starter, and maybe the Apache file as well. That might not be as big a deal, but we can install all of this here. And then down here at the bottom right, we can click start. So you're going to see it's going to start installing. And once we're done with that, we can start making some changes. So once everything is installed correctly, you're going to want to download your license file, the license.key, off of the download portal and copy that somewhere local to your computer. So once I get this file, then I can go right to my installation files. So those are going to be located in the C drive under program files, Tebis AG, and then there's a folder that gets created called Tebis floating service. And that's going to create a couple directories: the config, the legal, the license, and the program. And we actually want to paste that license file right here in the config directory. Okay, once we do this, I'm going to rename it to where it just says license.key. So this will actually be the first item that we need to change here. And we want to get our IP address or host name for the computer. So if I go here to the search bar, I can type in CMD, enter. Then I could type in IP config-all and get all of my different information here. So if I look here, let's type this in, and I type in my IP address here, and then I can click save. The next step that I want to do is I want to copy this address here, and under this config file for the Tebis FLD, I'm going to open this up, and there's a path for the license here. So I'm going to make a change here, switch that, and hit save. Okay, and then that part should be all set. Now when I go back to this floating service directory, I can go into program, double click this Tebis FLD to get it started, and I should be good to go. You are going to want to restart your computer, and then you can double check that service as well in the services of your computer just to make sure that it is running. If it's not, you will have to go through and right click on that and click on start.